Traveling Doug.
Hey there, friends. This is your old pal, Traveling Doug. Thought I'd see if you wanted to join me as we travel into the land of Lincoln. And where better to start than Abe Lincoln's own home in Springfield, Illinois. Later, we'll see his final resting place. But if you'd like to join me, let's go on inside and see how Abe lived in style. There's the Abraham Lincoln doorbell. Many of these pieces of furniture, like this hat rack, not the hat itself, are original to the home. This is a formal setting room. Again, most of this furniture is original to the home. It was actually owned by the Lincolns, including these chairs. This is a formal meeting space where they'd take visitors. This marble top table and this couch are original. In fact, our tour guide told us that sofa was a favorite napping place for President Lincoln. After receiving formal guests in the formal living room, we move on into the dining room. And through the dining room, into the family's living room, which you'll notice is considerably different. A much more inviting and colorful, vibrant atmosphere, less somber and formal. The bright colors are true to the times, and many of the fabrics and wallpapers have been recreated from original patterns. This is the room that Lincoln and his family spent much of their time together in, around the fireplace, reading, playing on the floor with the children. Most of these items, again, are original to the home. But this is where the Lincolns played together and enjoyed their time as a family. On this table, you'll note a stereoscope, which was a high-end sort of virtual reality back in the 1800s. Stereoscope viewers went on to become the famous Viewmaster. And here's the staircase going up onto the second floor. A small sitting area is outside the Lincoln bedroom. Now, this is the original Lincoln bedroom where the Lincolns slept. The bed is not an original, but the other items in the room are, with the exception of the wallpaper. However, that was created and copied from an original pattern. That armoire belonged to the Lincolns, as did the small writing desk you'll see in the corner. That's where Lincoln penned his inaugural address. That's the actual desk where he sat. You'll also notice high on the wall, this is actually Abraham Lincoln's shaving mirror. You'll notice that it's hung high for a man of 6'4". But that is the actual mirror where Abraham Lincoln shaved. And just notice the vibrant color in this pattern of wallpaper. Again, that's created from a historical imprint. Very accurate to the times. And here we'll begin to move on through the house and see some of the bedrooms and other quarters. Here we see a guest room with a beautiful sleigh bed. Doesn't that look comfy? Even have your own private fireplace. Those Lincolns sure knew how to take care of company. Down the hall we find Mary Lincoln's bedroom. Seems odd to us nowadays, but it was common among early 1800 folk for married couples to have separate bedrooms. Here is the Lincoln boys' bedroom, where they would play and dream and carry on, probably little suspecting that one day their father would be not only the president, but one of the greatest presidents ever. This room at the end of the hall is a servant girl's room. The Lincolns were able, as an attorney and his wife, to be able to afford hired people to help them with the care of the home. And here is the kitchen, which we have on the authority of our tour guide was state of the art for the time. We also learned that Mary Todd Lincoln was no layabout. She was very active in her family's life, including spending time in the kitchen. And here in the Lincoln's backyard, we find the privy, or the outhouse. You know what that's for. And here is the outside of the Lincoln home again, with a panoramic view of that area in Springfield, just down from the library and museum. But we're going to move on out to the Oak Ridge Cemetery, where President Lincoln is interred, and that is his monument you see there across the hill. It's a very moving and poignant monument to a great man. You notice the Washington Monument-esque spire, the Lincoln name with his figure in bronze atop, as well as several representations of soldiers who fought in the Civil War conflict from both Confederate and Union states. The obelisk is stunning, and at the base, of course, the stairwells come down and there's a door. Here's a memorial plaque, and again indicating that this is the final resting place of the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Beautiful spring day to be in Springfield, Illinois. This is looking down from the front of the monument. And here are those figures we spoke of in bronze, horses and soldiers. President Lincoln standing there in the midst of it all. The president who held together our great nation through the strife of the Civil War, bringing slavery to an end at last, and making America truly the land of the free. Here we see a wrought iron Lincoln name and wreath. And again, a registered National Historic Landmark, Abraham Lincoln's tomb. And there, of course, the great head of Lincoln, which has been touched so much that his nose remains shiny and new. Now, what people don't realize is that around behind the existing Lincoln Monument is this hillside tomb where Lincoln and his son were interred until the tomb's completion, when both of their bodies were moved into the tomb that we saw previously. Here again is an explanation card which details the significant moments as Lincoln was interred here. And here a final parting shot of President Lincoln's home as we bid farewell to Springfield. Always want to ask you to subscribe, like, comment, and share. We'd love to have you join us next time. This is Traveling Doug saying adios, partners.